Hey guys, it's Taylor and I am here vlogging again. Okay, so let's talk about the new Sims because I just got the new Sims 4 as an early Christmas present. It was on sale on Black Friday for like $34 for the extended version, so I thought that was awesome. So I went ahead and got that and I can't stop playing it. I love it a lot. I don't know if I love it more than The Sims 3. I do love The Sims 3 just as much. The Sims 4 you can't customize as much. You can't like do a lot of certain things that you could do in The Sims 3. The Sims 3 was like completely customizable. Unfortunately, that's been taken away. I do love it though, and I have been playing it like crazy. Sorry if there's like weird decor behind me. You can probably see the couch cushions. We're getting a new couch, so we're waiting on the other part of the couch. This last week has been interesting. Levi's been sick for a while. I've been go like with work, watching the girls a lot. They're having me working like 4 days a week now instead of like my regular like 3 or 2. So I'm going all the way like an hour and a half away to go to work and then take the girls places everywhere they want to go to dance class and school, and then coming home another hour and a half. So it's pretty hectic, and on top of all that I have a 6-month-old baby that I've taken along with me. So 3 girls and a baby. I love it though. The girls are awesome. I think I want to go to VidCon this year, but I don't know how it would go with a child involved. I'm thinking that maybe like my mom could watch Levi for a couple of days. I just don't know if I can go away from him for that long. He will be a year old by then, but I don't know, it's intimidating, and if any of you guys have kids, then you probably know how I feel. Like, it's scary letting your baby go with somebody else for 2 days. You know, that's 2 days of their life that you're missing. Like, it's hard for me to like go on a date with Rodney. Might be like new mommy anxiety, but I am interested in going to VidCon, so I'm thinking about that. I know that my friend Sarah is probably going, and I think Chase is going if you're watching this. By the way, I have like local YouTubers that are around me that I've been finding recently, and it's really cool actually. So one of them is Sarah, and I've known Sarah for forever, so she's still just as awesome, and her YouTube will be down in the description. And then Chase Butler TV, and he lives like literally like 3 miles away, so we'll probably collab sometime, and his link will be down below too as well. Should we talk about the Ferguson thing, or should I just keep my mouth shut on that? Because no matter what I say, I'm gonna offend people. Personally, I'm not gonna say whether I feel like it was racism or not, and I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but I feel like the way that Michael Brown's body was left for 4+ hours after he had passed away in the middle of the street uncovered was completely inhumane, and I don't think that that was okay at all. Whether it was racism or not, it was not okay, and it's not something that we should do. And the fact that the cop, Darren Wilson, I feel like he did not have to use his gun as a first way to get him down on the ground. He could have used his taser, except for like he was saying that he didn't carry a taser because they were too inconvenient or something like that. There was too much luggage on his body. He could have used his police baton. He could have used force. He could have used, like, instead of resorting to the deadly weapon first, I think he should have thought it through and done something else. Given I've never been in a situation like that, I still feel like he shouldn't have gone straight to killing him. I don't know. There's a lot of controversy on it, and I feel like a lot of people are fighting over it. I've gotten into like little tiffs on Facebook over it, but I just feel like people who think that it is racism are getting bashed down completely because there's like people are saying that there's these interviews that are stating that it wasn't racism and blah 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 blah, and that Michael Brown was going after the cop, but they like are so blinded that they don't realize that there's also interviews on the side that thinks that it is racism that say that Michael Brown wasn't going after the cop. Michael Brown had his hands up. I don't know. It bothers me, and it's inhumane to me, and I am honestly like really offended by how he was treated. And all I can think of that keeps like getting in the back of my mind is that if that was my baby boy out there on the ground, I would probably riot as well. If that was my son who had just been shot, I don't care what he was doing before, I would go nuts. I can't imagine what his family is feeling right now. I can't imagine his friends, their loss that they have been feeling. Something that I can't comprehend because I do have a son, and I do know what it feels like to love someone more than the entire world and more than yourself. Also, I have something to say about the protesters. Protesting isn't necessarily what they're doing. I do support them, and I do feel like it should be spoken about, but I don't feel like burning buildings down and harming people and harming the police. I don't feel like that's the right thing to do, given that the police are also fighting back. So of course there's going to be some sort of conflict because the police are coming at them and they're coming at the police. But I feel like protesting should be peaceful and they should just say what they need to say and get it out of them. However, I've had a lot of deaths in my life. I've lost a lot of people, and I know the feeling. It's overwhelming when you lose somebody. You kind of lose a part of you when you lose somebody who's close to you. And all those people who are out there rioting right now are grieving in a certain way. And good to understand that, yes, how they're going about it might not be right, but that they're also grieving and mourning their loss as humans. And that's completely normal. No, you don't have to burn down buildings. No, you don't have to set cars on fire. But right now, they've lost somebody very important to them, and they feel like they need to do certain things to get it out of their system and to kind of make it known that they feel like he didn't get justice, and he deserves justice just as well as the cop deserves justice. It needs to be figured out in the most peaceful manner that it can, and it needs to be said and done, because with all that's going on, Michael's family can't breathe properly the way they should and the way they deserve to if all of these people are making such a riot about it. Am I saying the protesters are wrong the way that they're doing it? No. Am I saying that it should be done a different way? Yeah, but I'm not out there. I didn't know Michael Brown. You know, I can't really say what I would do. I do feel like there was racism involved. I do feel like, from what I've seen from all the research I've done, Michael Brown needs justice. That's all I have to say today, I think. I'm sorry if this was like serious or, you know, I'm sorry if it offended anybody. I'm not trying to. That's the great thing about the United States, is that we can voice our opinions. That's the great thing about the internet, is that we can voice our opinions freely. And I feel like I needed to talk about it, kind of show my standpoint on it. Feel free to comment down below. I totally did not mean to offend anybody. I was honestly just speaking from my heart and what I feel in my mind. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Thanks. Bye.